I should get my gloves. Yeah. Virginia. That's it. All right, so are we ready to go now? Good stuff?
Yes.
All right, cool. Okay, so here's our host.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
What's good? What's up?
My name is Reggie Walker. Welcome to PASE. For those of you that are new or unfamiliar with PASE, PASE is product and system education. We're gonna have a fabulous time, and it's time to get right to it. So the first thing that we're gonna go delve into is product, and I'm gonna hand it over to Mr. Roderick.
Awesome!
Awesome! Awesome! Awesome!
Yes.
Graduation vibes. Yes, yes, yes.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to PACE. My name is Rodney Wilson, Master's Computer Science student. Upline in the business is C.J. Wilson. Up to Kenneth Drayden, Andre Gonzalez, then up to Mega Sapphire is going Emerald Compton, Hadi Prasad, and Diamond Sanjeev, and Sean Sahai, all the way up to the Galaxy and Philip here. All right, so today I have the esteemed privilege to talk about the products within our business. So that's what the P and PACE stands for, right? And the product line that I'm going to go through is G and H. So I have a PowerPoint presentation. So unfortunately, you're not going to see my handsome face as much. You're just going to be looking at the PowerPoint slides. And so I have a little bit of information there that'll help you understand this line a bit more. G and H is pretty much our body care line. So it replaced the body series line, and it's awesome. We love it. So for those that are crying about the bars being discontinued, don't worry about it, because the next round of bars are going to be awesome. Because every time I'm discontinue the line, it's for a reason. They always bring something better for us.
Yes, right? Yes, yes.
So and this G and H, man, this G and H line right here, right? I'm going to get into it.
And hold on, let me just, I'm going to share the screen with you guys. Let us know when you guys see it.
So bye-bye to the PowerPoint. Let us know when you can see it. Something will follow. Yes.
You guys.
Until we can't see. Hello? We can't.
Can anyone see?
Oh, there we go. Yep, yep, got it.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
That.
So this is the intro slide to the presentation. As you can see there, this line is beautiful. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we can go directly into the info, so that's good. A little bit about G and H. I got a really good question. Somebody asked me, what does the G and the H stand for? So I was like, shucks, I didn't even know. So I was like, I'll get back to you. So this time I had time to go and look it up. So the G is glycerin, which is a non-toxic, colorless, odorless, like a thick liquid, right? So, you know, they'd be crazy, right? They found some way to use this in body care, right? But what they do is they mix it with honey extract, and this honey actually comes from orange blossoms. And they found that these orange honey blossoms are the most hydrating forms of honey.
Wow.
Right? So we'll talk about a little bit more about that in the hydrate line. Another thing they did was all of the packaging that they send it to you in, it's completely recyclable. So, you know, make sure you save the earth vibes. And the products are made 100% from wind power. Right? So not using anything electric, just straight wind. Yeah, I'm maybe crazy, right?
I'm maybe crazy.
Making stuff happen. Right? Yeah. So they have multiple collections within the G and H line. The first one is Nourish. This is the one I favor more because I have dry skin. So the thing about it is you have to pick the collection based on what you need and your skin type, right? So there's Nourish, and as you can see, Nourish is a more rich, creamier type of line that hydrates and moisturizes the skin. The next line that we have is Refresh, which is slightly less heavy, right? So it's lightweight, more silky. So for those that want to be Rico Suave,
Hey!
you can hit that Refresh, and it also revitalizes your skin. And then the last part of things is we have Protect, that does like a deep cleaning to your skin and protects and purifies your skin. Now, earlier I mentioned that the that the Nourish is the one I favored, but I was with Jonathan a couple of days ago, and he had both. He had the Refresh and the Nourish, right? So I was like, let me try this Refresh out right quick. And it is awesome.
It is awesome.
It is awesome.
Yes.
So what I think I'm gonna start doing is use the Refresh first. I'm gonna get both. Use the Refresh first, and then finish it off with the Nourish, which is to keep my skin hydrated, right, and moisturized. Of course, you need Protect, and there's multiple products within each line. So let's get into the first one. Now, the good news about it is you can sample all of the lines by just getting the bundle, right? So they have this cute bundle, right? It's awesome. It's very, very awesome. And it comes with, well, I'll tell you a little bit about the price first. If your customer wants to get it from you, they'll pay a retail price of $130, and IBOs we pay $110, and you get a good chunk of PP from that 35, and about 88 BB. Now the contents on it are on the next slide. So everything that's in it, if you haven't seen it or heard about it, so within the Nourish part of things, you get the complexion bar soap, which is one I'm gonna highlight next, which is one for sensitive skin. You get the hand cream. We have Jarvis. He fell in love with this. He couldn't stop rubbing his hands at the winter conference when he first tried it. So I think he's pretty much sold on the business from hand cream. Right? There's also a body wash there. That's the one I personally use too, and a body lotion mix as well. All right. The good news is they give you a travel set too of each of these, right? Because within the rest you get the body milk, which is yeah, that's the one Jonathan had. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Right? And then you have a body wash gel as well. So you could wash off and use the body milk. And then within the Protect line, if you have bar soap type person, you could just use the Protect line. There's also a concentrated hand soap. So yeah, it's really, really thick and concentrated. Yeah, yes. It's really, really thick. So some way, somehow, Amway engineered the pump to only give you just one pump. So don't go ahead and pump something. You're really wasting the product.
Wow.
Because it's really concentrated. And the thing is, if you're getting down to the end of that product, you could actually just put water in there and stretch it out a little bit, and it still works just as effective.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Now, other thing we have there is, of course, the deodorant and antiperspirant roll-on. So that's an awesome part as well. So, like I said earlier, they encompass all of these in a travel so that when you need to, go to a conference or whatever, you can just pretty much pick up your mini body wash, your mini lotion, and just hit the road and go. So that's a really, really awesome thing. So on the next slide, highlight the Nourish line. So this is the first line. I'm going to go through all three lines. Snow, right?
It's all pros.
So I just say all pros. Using it. So you just pick the one that's best for you between the Nourish and the Refresh. Okay. Or you could be like me and just do both. Right? So next slide.
Okay.
So here you can see the purpose of the Nourish line. Like I said earlier, is to hydrate the skin. And one fun fact that I found about the Nourish line is that it lasts up to 24 hours.
Wow.
Yes, so keeps your skin hydrated for up to 24
Yes,
full hours.
I can attest to that.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
So,
absolutely.
yes, we're gonna do testimonies afterwards.
Yes, yes.
Right. And the other thing about the Nourish line is that they engineered it again to be non-greasy, but still be able to nourish.
Wow.
And I think that comes from the honey extract that they put in there, right? That orange blossom honey, right? Which says here that it's one of nature's best moisturizers, right? So they went through a series of tests. They went all over the place testing honeys here, honeys there, honeys there, but they realized that this was the best one for the Nourish line, right? Orange blossom honey. Also contains shea butter, right? So everybody know that that's pretty much good for vitamins and helps nourish the skin as well. And they also put in this pumpkin seed oil, right? So that also gives you more vitamins in your skin. So that's all pretty much just feeding your skin vitamins with this line right here. And that's how the nourishing happens. So the 4 things within this line, of course, you got a body lotion. Like, oh yeah, body lotion says it for up to 24 hours. That's where I got it from. Right? And then
Sorry.
Oh, you did. And you have the body wash as well, right? Which is amazing. You have the hand cream as well, which also moisturizes you for up to 24 hours. So don't think you're just going to use the body wash without the lotion. You got to do both. Use your body wash and then moisturize the skin as well, right? If you want to have a combination of both. And then there's the complexion bar. This was I think it was called glycerin and honey bar before.
Yes.
The one that comes with the 3 bars.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's the one here.
Yeah.
And I'm highlighting that on the next slide. So we could go to the next slide. So this is the one I really wanted to highlight, is this complexion bar here. What you get is you get 3 bars, right? It's pretty much a general, type of bar for anybody, any skin type can use it. So even if you're super sensitive, you should be good to go. And of course, they actually put some new and improved formulas in there that helps that you can use on the face and your body, right? Of course, you could use it for the whole family, and Amway tests everything that they put out. So it's dermatologist and allergy tested as well, right? And if you smell it, smell it, oh my goodness!
I think I have some here, actually,
right? So if you just put it in the bathroom, you could use it as like an air freshener.
Right, right.
If you just leave it open in the bathroom, it smells amazing, just like honey, right? So I'm highlighting this one. I'm not going to go through all the prices, but I'm highlighting this one because there's a lot of people concerned with sensitive skin. And so if you have a potential customer that says, hey, what makes you all so great, these are the facts that you could use to market this product. Because it's pretty much usable by anybody, right? And the good news is it's not expensive at all.
Right.
A retail price of $8.85, right? And then your IBO cost, if you plan to use it yourself, just $7.50. And of course, you get the PV there.
Right.
So Roderick is smelling it.
Yes.
For like 10 seconds, he's been holding it.
Right.
So yeah, so we're passing it around here. It smells great. I want to take a sniff myself. That's give you motivation to keep going. So, that's a good one.
Right on.
That's a good one. All right, so we're going off into the Refresh line. Now, this line contains 2 products, right? So we can go to the next slide. So within this line, it has a different task to the Nourish, right? So the Refresh is pretty much to revitalize and revitalize your skin. I had another fact about that line, that the Refresh line is an anti-irritation. It contains the anti-irritation complex in it. So for those that have irritated skin or get skin irritations, they can also use this Refresh as well, right? And it soothes, calm, and damaged skin. It helps repair damaged skin because it has aloe in it, right? You know aloe, of course, from the islands too, right?
Yes.
We use aloe for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you gotta clean up the system.
Clean up the system.
In and outside.
You get a cut, you put some aloe on it.
Yeah.
You put aloe. You want to grow your hair, you put aloe. everything you just use aloe, right? And this exclusive line contains aloe. You can see the grape seeds and the green tea extract in it as well, right? Like I said, the two parts of it is you have the body wash gel, right? Thank you, Jonathan, for introducing me to that. It's awesome. And the body milk that goes along with it. And that also leaves your skin moisturized for up to 24 hours. So either which way, you're going to be moisturized, right? You go nourish, you just get more hydration and more moisturization. I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in the refresh line, you're pretty much repairing your skin and just making it better. You're getting a good source of vitamin E right there from the grape seed extract. And then the green tea extract, as you can see, it has a lot more nutrients than other teas out there. So they're pretty much finding the best of the best product to develop this line. The best of the best ingredients to develop this product line.
Okay.
All right, so we can go to the next one, which is now the Protect, right? So within the Protect line, there's 3 current products. I'm gonna go to the next slide. All right, so the thing about this line is it's pretty much what I found is that it contains an odor fighting technology, right? So yeah, if you cook with onions or, I don't know, somebody smells, I don't know.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
It's
some
really
strong, yeah.
If you're a strong body odor, because me personally, I sweat a lot. I'm putting myself out there.
Me too.
Yeah, I sweat a lot. So I also have the bar soap here, and it works wonders. It works wonders. So it actually eliminates odors, guys. I'm telling you. So this is real stuff, right? And the things that are in it, the white tea extract, right? Of course, they put some natural minerals in there. And this bilberry extract, I heard it's really good compound, and it has a lot of benefits, but I haven't looked too deep into it. So definitely check out that bilberry extract. It's very, very interesting from what I've seen so far, right? Now, the 3 products that you can get within that line are the bar soap, like I mentioned. And the thing about this bar soap, again, I'm maybe crazy, right? They engineered the bar soap to have a soap saver at the back of the soap.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So, that little piece of soap that usually gets lost or it just goes down the drain when it's getting low.
Right? Yeah.
What Amway allowed you to do is, if you have another one on deck, right, and you have that little piece, you could just take that the smaller piece and put it within the soap saver, and it automatically, I don't know, it just dissolves in the
Yes.
I don't know how it works, but it works.
Yeah.
Right? And then you never pretty much lose the soap, so you get to use the full bar rather than other companies, right? They would just let you say, oh, this bar is so small, just throw it away, right? And we've all done that.
Right, yeah.
We've done that.
Or squish it up and it becomes like some weird thing.
Right. Just push it up, or one thing I used to do is when it gets so small, just forget the towel and just put it all over your body. You did that too? So no more need for that, guys.
Right.
No more soap will be lost. G and H is here to save soap.
That's right.
All right.
All right. Yes.
What they also have in the line is the concentrated ground soap, and this is the one I was talking about earlier. That's super concentrated, and you don't want to keep overusing the product. Just one good pump, just like your dish drops. One drop cleans a lot. Same thing here.
Wow.
Just one pump, you could protect your whole hand.
You can pass around these things here.
Oh yes, that's the other part.
Just talking about it.
And then the last product is the deodorant. Wow, I didn't even see that. It provides up to 48 hours of odor protection, odor and wetness protection.
Yes, and the deodorant is there too as well.
See that? So not even 24. Most Other deodorants only give you up to 24-hour guarantee. So they're giving you up to 48 hours of guaranteed good protection, right? We still got to be at a conference now. Don't try to skip your shower. You're staying in my room, right? Still shower. But yeah, so this line is awesome as well. So you have a wide variety of things to choose from. So you choose from hydrating your skin, choose from refreshing, protect, or you could use all of the above. Now let's talk about how you're gonna get this. How you're gonna go about getting these. Next slide. So on your site, you go under Bath and Body, and you highlight Bath and Body on the bar. You know your scroll bar. But under brands, you see G&H right there.
Nice.
And then when you go down the page some more, it actually has a split up already. So whichever line you need, you can go click shop now and go directly to that line. Right? So now your upline should know that some people should be coming through.
Hey, you preach up.
You're using it, right?
Right.
It's a crazy idea. This business is a whole crazy idea that you're getting paid to be.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
How do you get paid to take a bath? This is ludicrous, yo.
Yeah, ludicrous.
Right? But I just had one last slide. I just thought this looked pretty good.
Hey.
So if you wanted to set up your bathroom, it looks beautiful.
Yes.
Right? If somebody comes and sees this in your bathroom right now, tell me they're not gonna be like,
where's mine?
Right? So make sure you're setting it up right. Make sure you're promoting it.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you do stuff like this, your roommates, you know, even if you're in college, your roommates, they see it, they ask about it. So set it up, make it look good, hub it around. Every time I come to see Lay's place, you know, we see products because he has a magic corner. So make your bathroom a magic room as well.
That's room makes sense.
Right. Yeah. So that a lot of people, they can come in, they can see the product. Because every time you have like a business come through, so they're like, what is that?
Right.
Right? You see that?
Yeah.
Or if they come from out of town and they left the soap and you gotta loan them your soap.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing soap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Very
So
true.
automatically you just get customers just by having the product.
Very true.
That's pretty much it for me. We're gonna go into some testimonies. Who's been using this great line?
Yes.
We have.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
What line? What part of the line y'all been using?
I used to travel when I just throw it in my purse, and when I put it on in class, the whole class would smell good.
All right.
Now I like the protected line because I love the smell of the soap, and the hand soap is wonderful.
Okay.
I love the deodorant. I'm a witness.
Hey.
It works 48 hours.
And I love the travel pack because we travel quite a bit. And so when you use the travel pack, it's not like, you know, I'm the only one that use it and the whole family can use it and we just refill it back because it's so neat. It has so much inside of it that it's not like those little things that you get at the hotel room where you just use it once. You can keep using it because it's a pretty good travel size. So that's what I like about it.
Yes. Very true. These one, and there's also
yes.
refillables.
We forgot about these. Yes.
So like, you know, you have a tendency to show it plenty.
Right.
And the site has where you buy a big pouch and get it just to replenish the body milk and the body gel, and the body wash. So if you ever
They are huge.
Yes. So if you using it a lot, that's one of the things that I had to buy real quick because it makes you enjoy bathing. So you might end up doubling up and tripling up for the day. So use it a lot. So you and that's for and I'm hoping that they bring out one for similar to the body milk and the lotion. I'm hoping to do that pretty soon because that is a beautiful thing to use all the time. Yes, and I like to put the refresh one on my feet because you know you don't want to take your stuff off at guest place and you want to know if there's a chalkboard down there.
Oh Lord. Lordy.
You don't want to know what prehistoric thing is that.
Hey, Sheila, you ain't wrong. I do the same thing. It's okay.
Yeah, keep it nice and moist. And what I like about the refresh line too, putting it on my feet, because sometimes people don't lotion their feet because they don't want it to sweat in their socks and it feels icky, right? Right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Right. But the refresh line is so light. The refresh line is so light that it absorbs quickly into your feet, and by the time you put your socks on, it don't have any issues with sitting and stuff like that. So it's really good for guys and girls. I know some guys don't even wash their feet after they bathe sometimes. You're like, it's cool. Then the water runs it out. You know, but that's just my testimony about the that particular product anyway.
Okay. So just to wrap up, it looks like the Nourish is for a bit more heavier use. The Refresh could be more lightweight, and then of course you just protect it. So that's awesome stuff, man.
Absolutely.
So get on that G&H product, and I'll take it back to the host.
Yeah.
Wow, Roderick, that was an amazing.
Rodney,
I'm sorry. Roderick, that was an awesome presentation. Let's give him another hand. Definitely Team G&H for life.
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna hop into the streaming. I want to bring up Ms. Divya Prasad.
All right.
Yes. I bet it's too late. Kidding. Okay, well, my name is Divya Prasad, and I'm sponsored by my parents, Kamsa Nadia Prasad, here in Stockbridge, all the way up to our diamonds, Sanjeev and Shauna Sahai. So today I'm going to be doing streaming. Okay, so why streaming? So at every function, everyone gets super excited. They're hearing these awesome speakers, and you run out of the function that Sunday, and you're motivated for, like the next month or so. And then it's like you wonder, like, what do you need to do? What should I do to get that like feeling again? Well, that's where streaming comes in. It's that little push that you need every single day to just go out and get what you need to do done. It's like you have a diamond right at the palm of your hand, which now it's streaming, you literally do. So what's the awesome, okay, sorry. How, where, when, and why? So actually, we were fortunate enough to hear our diamond Sanjeev Sahai speak this weekend. And I thought, like, I'll listen to streaming in the car. It's the best way to listen to it. But he was like, no. When you're listening to streaming, you need to be sitting down, focused, and have a pen and paper out, and you need to be taking notes. So I suggest doing streaming maybe right before you read. Streamings vary from like 20 minutes to an hour, so you just pick whichever fits your schedule best, and just sit down with a pen and paper and just take notes as if you were in a function. He also mentioned you don't listen to a streaming once, you listen to a streaming until you know it. He actually set out a list of streaming that we should be listening for the new process that we'll be implementing. And those aren't something that's not something you should be listening to once. So maybe the first time you need to sit down and have your notes out, but after that you can probably listen it to your car, when you're running, pretty much anywhere you listen to music. Everyone always has headphones in. So first time you need to be sitting down with a piece of paper or a computer. I type my notes out, whatever it is. So the first time you need to be at home or in your office, lunch break, whatever. But after that, literally anywhere that you listen to music. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the CDs on the list. It's Dennis and Danielle Nafty. It's actually a panel. It's called Dropping the Message. And so it was a panel. I think there was like 3 or 4 couples speaking. It was really awesome. I think there was Kim and Gary, Anthony and Cal, Glenn and Shirley, Mike and Dana. And I have a lot of notes, so I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'll just a couple of things that I thought were really awesome. So it says dropping the message. These are just tips for people who are already looking for something else in life. It's not a story. It's not a story, not a script. And I think that people get so hung up on it being a script that they go out and they're like robots. And like the one message that Dennis kept saying was like, don't be weird. Just go out and be yourself. Yeah, don't be weird. Just don't go out and like be this like robot. And he says, just be yourself. Timing is everything. People network all the time, so don't make it weird. I remember Danielle was saying like, you know, for what kind of people she was saying, but you know, people network all the time, so it's not like what we're doing is so weird. So just don't make it weird. Just go out, be yourself. You need to read, you need to study and apply what you're doing, or what you're learning. You need to go out and look for people that can add value to your business. We have something for everybody, but if you don't deliver it properly, then you can scare them off, which he goes back to like, if you're just this automatic robot, like that has a script down packed, and it's like you see one person that's your target and you like run over to them, you're gonna scare them off. And this business truly has something for everybody. Even if it's just a customer, that's just something that you don't want to do. You don't want to go out and, you know, I was thinking I was gonna hear something that Dennis and Danielle say that I could say, but it's like no, they that's the one thing they actually didn't do. And all of the couples in this CD, they didn't say a specific thing that they say that you should go out and say. It's something that you have to personalize. It's something that it has to come natural to you, or it's going to be weird and you're going to scare people off. All you're doing is making new friends. So you have to market your business regardless of what business it is. Again, it goes back to like everyone networks, and for some reason contacting is like the scariest thing, which it is initially. But if you think about it, like my dad always says, you're just going out and like making new friends. You're just going out and saying hi. And even if the first time you go out to contact, you're just saying hi, that's better than not doing anything at all. So that's another thing that they said. It's not always about getting the message across. It's like you need to start somewhere. So even if it is just every day going out and having one conversation, that's where you need to start. But you also need to just start there and progress. Be friendly, make it natural, have fun. It's not something that should be scary, which again, I said contacting can be scary, but it's like, it shouldn't be, because it needs to be natural. It needs to be like, or else people are going to sense that it's not authentic. And that's another thing that they mentioned. So just, it was really, there was actually another couple, there was 5 couples. And you need to learn how to lead conversations. Don't force them. Look for green lights. Learn to just live your life and have conversations. So it's not like how it used to be, where it's like you would go out to certain places, wherever it is, if it's a Starbucks, Barnes & Nobles, whatever. It's not like that anymore. It's like, this is what I have to do today. And at all these places, there's going to be people there. And so you just live your life and you just have conversations. Be patient with your results, and just schedule it into your life. Even though it has to be, it's not like you're going to specific places, you have to schedule it into your life, knowing that, hey, I have to pick up, lunch for somebody here. So at the supermarket, I'm going to make it a thing to go and say hi to somebody. So it's like, you're not going to specifically say I'm going contacting, but you're going to schedule it into your everyday activities that's already planned. It's a really awesome CD. I was actually trying to look up what the number was, but my phone's gonna die.
BWW1837.
Okay, my mom remembers. BWW1837. It's a really awesome CD. It's also one of the CDs that it's on the list that we should be listening to for the new process. And yeah, I really suggest everyone to listen to it.
I'll talk about the show.
Oh yes, sorry. And we actually have a new feature with the BSM app, and it's called Share Talk, which is amazing because you're allowed to send unlimited amount of talks to any of your new people for up to 72 hours, and it's really awesome because you can track how much they've listened or if they even listened to it. So it's like, they can't lie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Exactly. Really? What part? So yeah, so Share Talk is a really awesome feature that everyone should be on, because another thing that they talked about in the process is you're going to be lending out CDs and books and all these things all the time at every step of the way. So Share Talk is awesome. You're not losing money. You're just sharing these things for 72 hours. Free of charge. Yes, exactly. It's for them. Exactly. You don't have to harass people for their CDs back, or So it's really awesome, and everyone needs to subscribe. Yes.
Okay, so we said 72 hours. That means like the next 3 days, or
Yes.
3 days. Yeah. Is it like the next 3 days, or is it like they can listen to it for like 2 hours here and they got 70 hours left? Listen to
No. It's the 72 hours period. It's not when they So yeah, so they have 72 hours from the time you send it. So yeah, that's something that everyone needs to subscribe to, and I'm done.
Awesome. We had a quick question about the exact number. Somehow I'm not finding 1837 in my collection. I'm seeing it as 1929.
You got which one? 1829?
I'm seeing it as 1929. Dennis Nafty dropping the message.
Okay, so
1929.
But I could be wrong. I know you have special downloads.
Right. 1929.
Okay.
1929.
So, okay, that's what it is. 1837 for Bill Hawkins.
Yeah, Bill Hawkins.
Yeah, Bill Hawkins, I think is 1835. I think.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
There
They're both awesome.
Yes.
You're not so embarrassed or upline.
I think I just lost some PV there.
That's good stuff.
No, yeah. So Dennis Nafty and Panel dropping the message BWW 1929.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Crown.
Let's give Diddy another hand.
All right.
Yes, I definitely love the share talks because I wish we could do the same with the books. But unfortunately, the PDS is take away from us understanding using discernment instead of just dragging people through, get into the business.
Yes.
So definitely that. One takeaway I liked also was pertaining to I listened to Bill Britt, and he said he didn't care whether somebody got in or not. And once you got that mindset, you have that ultimate posture that you need, so that you have that you're developing a team full of value that's going to bring value, and so on and so forth. So that was a great takeaway.
Awesome.
Yes. All right, so now we're going to delve into the book. So let's bring up Miss Virginia.
All right, Virginia.
Hello.
I think she's muted.
Yeah. She might be muted.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yes. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hey.
Awesome. I'm sorry I'm not there tonight. Is because I had some few things to take care of right after. But anyway, you guys are awesome. Awesome presentation for Devia. And so let's get to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
All right. Again, hi everyone. So it doesn't kill to say hi twice. So I am Virginia King, and my background is economics, business administration, and public administration. And my line of sponsorship goes from Betty Gadio to Malik Porter to Roderick McKenzie to Rodney Wilson, to Celie Wilson, to Kenneth Drayton and Andrea Gonzalez, up to our Sapphire Going Emerald and beyond, Kanta and Nadia Prasad, up to Sanjeev and Shona Sehai, up to the whole galaxy. So today I'm going to talk about one amazing tech tool that we have within this business. So it's called the Book of the Month, BOM. So what is the Book of the Month? It is a British worldwide month book club where the diamonds actually select books for us to read. So they themselves actually have read those books that they recommend to us. So each year, all those successful diamonds actually get together to update the recommended reading list to help IBOs grow. So the main purpose of this tech tool is to promote the pursuit of knowledge, interaction, professional growth and development. So one thing I realized, since I started the business is that those books covers a variety of topics to include, it goes from communication to relationship, to selling, to successful living, leadership, and actually so much more. So the next question is like, how do I get on the the Book of the Month? So again, that question you can ask your growing upline or the person you are working with, and they are going to direct you on how to be on the Book of the Month. So when will I get on the Book of the Month? The thing that Mr. Kenneth told me is like immediately. You got to do it as soon as you get in because you want to be able to make sure that you are synchronized, right? And Sile, I have been bugging Sile and Rodney since day one. And yes, because one thing that they explained to me, especially, all the uplines, is that this business is a business of the humble heart. What does that mean is that, you got to develop yourself in a sense that it doesn't, you have to make sure that your emotion are kept in control. What does that mean? It means that the way you behave, you got to study your upline talk, the way they talk, the way they handle situation. You got to be able to learn from them. And one of the tools that help you that is the books. So if you are not developing people in this business, that means that you are not developing your most important, asset. Because the net core is the people, right? So you got to understand the value of impacting people's life. And one, the main reason to give you that is to be able to read on a daily basis. So that goes to how often should you read? How often? As much as you want to. But again, as I started, I didn't have that um, stretch to read an hour like my uplines. So I have to set a set of goals for myself. So I started with a minimum of 15 minutes per day, and before bedtime, and then on lunch break I have that 15 or 20 minutes or 30 minutes to actually read. So to give me to help me be consistent on my reading. So, and when you do that, actually, it helps you stay on a core step. And those core steps, we know all of those things, and it's come to, your personal volume, how to do your personal volume, how to do your customer volume, how to show the plan, how to associate with the team. And so all those core steps by reading actually help you understand better and keep you in a good a position to win. So again, my thing is that it doesn't matter who quit in this business. So sometimes we are up to developing on a daily basis. We have all type of negative vibe, at work. It can be at school. So you got to make sure that you synchronize yourself in a way to keep you focused and keep you motivated. So why do you have to stream? That's the question. With all with all the things that you go through on a daily basis. Yes, well, you have all the benefit of it, because reading actually have a significant way to actually make you look smart. Reading makes you smarter because it gave you that broadened horizon that to tackle all type of topics. Is improve your memory actually, and raise your self-image, self-esteem, as well as self-worth. And actually, I consider reading as a way to make things a little bit interesting. I have, when I started, actually, Mr. Kenneth did a file regarding the benefit of reading. I think if you ask your growing upline for or the new or folks within the team, they can show you all those great benefits. And the tool that the one of the goal that you have to put is, yourself into is like you gotta be very patient with yourself, and you gotta give that. If today you read and tomorrow you didn't, you are not going to just like, oh, I give up, or I just doesn't have the right attitude. You gotta keep it positive, and of course, make sure that you always communicate what you do with your upline so that you are synchronizing on a daily basis. So one of the book that I'm reading right now, the book of the month actually is the title is Everyone Communicates, Few Connect, and that's is by John C. Maxwell. I would say that I didn't get this book yet, but I revisited some of the book that I have, and the one that I'm reading right now is John C. Maxwell, Three Things Successful People Do, and one nice big fat juice gem, right, that I have for you guys is going to be on page 57. So it talks about attitude. It said that, an act of your will lead to action, and your positive action will lead to a positive attitude. So all this means that take action to change your attitudes is going to make you have a new outlook, and it's going to help start a change within your behavior, right? And that is going to make you be successful on the goals that you set for yourself within the business. So again, guys, I got a lot from reading this book or those books since I started. It's really, really a game change, and I highly recommend those to be on the book of the month. And the cost is between $15 to $20 max, and it just is amazing. It has a domino effect on every aspect of your life. So please get to the on the book of the month and talk to your upline. And with that being said, what you cannot measure and you cannot manage, it's okay. You got to make sure that you don't, as long the thing that I'm kind of realizing now is that it doesn't matter who quits as long as it's not me. So with that being said, guys, be on the booth of the month and get back to the host for that. I'm done for the evening.
Woo woo!
Awesome.
I like that last part.
Awesome.
Good, but not me.
Not me.
Virginia, that was awesome. I liked when you was touching on reading. Reading, of course, makes you intelligent. I noticed that when I first started in the business, I wasn't listening to a lot of audios. I wasn't reading, and I think other people experience this as well. Like when you go to a BBS or even to your first board plan, you will actually like meet like the platinums or emeralds or whatnot, and you will run into other people that are positive, and you will kind of feel kind of uneasy. You don't feel like you almost feel like you don't really kind of deserve to be in their presence because you know that they're completely about it and you're not. You're still out listening to Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar and all these people, and subconsciously that doesn't put you in Virginia, like you said, a position to win.
Absolutely.
So when you know that you're doing everything 100% and 10 times that, and then just consistently, then when you're around those people, you feel like you're the right fit and that you belong to be there. So yes, I definitely like that.
Awesome.
All right, so now we're going to jump into the system. Okay, in the system, let's bring Roderick, Mr. Roderick.
Yes. Yes,
Thanks for bringing me up twice. Everyone, I'm Roderick here. Awesome, happy to be here. I'm proudly sponsored by John Davidson. It was sponsored by sponsored by C. Davidson. It was directly sponsored by Kenneth Baitner and Gio Gonzalez. Who was then sponsored by Compton and Nadia Assad, right? And then my upline diamond is Jeep and Sean Azad. Yep, pretty much it. Awesome. Well, I'm here to present system today, and pretty much what I'm going to cover on system is this. I pretty much went into a whole contact scenery there. She pretty much covered the contact side of things. I probably just hit on this building, but I'll still go over through it, as follows.
You can bring it up. Yeah. Right. And let everybody in the room here too see it. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank
you so much.
Let you guys see a brief idea of how the business pretty much works. We call it the 4 basics, right? Whereas it starts with this building / contacting here, and then it goes to inviting, right? / phone team, they call it phone team, right? And then it goes to showing the plan, to show the business of all the work, and then follow up, follow through, or get started correctly. All right, and back to the list again. It's pretty much the cycle that we here in business and allows us to see our progress, business we are, what to go to next, and why we transition to the other. So covering this side of it today in PASE. Starting off with this, after following up with someone, showing them the business opportunity, after you ask the 3 simple questions: did you like what you see? Did it make some sense? And is there anything stopping you from getting started? They're pretty much a green light that know they're ready to go. To start building a list of names right away. Once it's pretty much the mindset you're looking for, right? If they're not like physically ready to get started, like where I say, hey, registration, or having the money to get into it, and so there's still a goal. That doesn't mean that hey, they can't do the business, right? There's still a goal mentally. So you want to start moving business before they even get registered. So when they register, they'll have a group of people already plan as well, ready to get registered with them. So that's pretty much the mindset you go to. You don't want to break momentum. You always want to keep the momentum with. So building a list of names is the first step for sure with that new prospect. All right. So how do you build a list, or how does that even look? Document here. You can actually find it on Google. Check what you have. The people do it a little. It's pretty much the same concept, right? Could be done a little differently depending on who your upline may be, but it talks about name. I can't even see it. Okay.
Yeah, and you can look at it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty much name, age, the profession or occupation, and then also the location of where that person where the people on the list will are located.
Camta.
Yes,
Camta told us
from Camta.
Told us exactly what to put on it.
Awesome. That's perfect.
We just did the Excel part.
Right,
yes.
right. So based off of this right here, of course, you start with the names. You just start writing, and you would actually give this to the person. Say, hey, when we meet again, come back with the list already filled out, or right away. Like I say, depending on the person, how they answer questions, where they are, how quick they're ready to go. If you like, we want to make sure don't break momentum. So if that person is ready, like right now, shoot. Sometimes I was situations where I started into the plan.
Right on.
And just getting straight into making phone calls to book into right. So depending on where that prospect is for sure. So just to go through it, of course, with the names, the names, plus the number of people, the age. Why do we actually like the age of the that's pretty much to know. I think Billboard said is between 25 to 5 is like the well up to this day is probably even, but when Billboard speaking, ages 25 to 35 is where people are ready, like the kind of people you really want to run with or focus toward most. But of course, he said show everyone regardless, show everyone plan, because you can find someone who's 70-year-old just as fired up, about this business and pretty much go down. I mean, he said several stories where people with wheelchairs at very senior ages went diamond, double diamond. I was like, wow. What's your excuse?
Yeah.
You do it pretty much say take away excuse from that person, right? So I was like, absolutely. So that's a gauge for us to say, where to start, pretty much where to put out most of our attention, be able to run as quickly as possible, and to grasp as much attention or traction, So the other one is the profession, right? Why pretty much where they work. We want to know that because, hey, that could actually compare people in the team, how in the business, let's say architecture, right? I'm an architecture major and I work at an architecture firm now. So if someone is an architect there, I definitely relate that person. Hey, and that connection alone, let them see, know that I'm already doing architecture, but also doing business and when except that's something to pull a prospect in to say, hey, hold a whole lot of interest, say, hey, shoot, what are you doing? Like, why is he doing that? And then that'll definitely, draw the prospect into wanting to see even more or knowing more or learning more, about the business. The next thing is what's location. Your first location is you want to where to go home meeting with that prospect. Let's say we're here in Tallahassee now, or maybe in Atlanta, or if you have to drive the miles, pretty much help us with the planning on to how to go about each group of people. All right, and then comments. The comments there is pretty much for myself, the same A, B, C list, or let's say, hey, make a note or based on relationship with that person, or if we already with that person already, I'm off or whatever it may be. Okay, now moving on through. All right, that's pretty much how you just feel. So the contacting part of things, like dropping the message, you definitely want to get into drop the message. What is dropping the message? It's pretty much in your own. So your story to say how you connect with the people in the business per se, and letting them know that you're a part of a huge mentoring team taking you towards freedom. So you formulate that to make personal, like your own connection to business. Like, shoot, like what are you doing? I want to know more. So that's one of the ways as well. There's two different approaches to the story. One is the who approach, and who and I. So pretty much you could say I'm working with yourself, depending on, let's say, your mature business, right, where you are. If you were, let's say, brand new IVO come into the business, you probably want to say, hey, I'm working with some people, right, because I'm new to this. You don't want to put on yourself and they chew you apart, and before you know it, they wouldn't want to do no business with no one who, don't have no experience in business. So for sure, who approach for sure. And also, when showing the bit of also want to help within that message as well. I always say, like, I can't promise you anything. Always at the end, and So good example, say, hey, I pretty much started working with a few people in Atlanta. They're already financially free, over 17 years. They're doing great things. So they're actually coaching and mentoring me to create assets. So I wouldn't have to work paycheck to paycheck as I go through life. Like, wow. Yeah. And actually looking for new talent, and then that's the approach I go right up. Say, are you shopping, which is looking for ways? You want to know if they're looking. That's another thing. Key thing right there. Are you looking? You want to know, are you looking? And they say yes. All right, say, hey, okay, I can't promise you anything, but I can talk to my mentor, see what they say from there. I'll give you a call within 2 days. Right, and yes, I'll get back to you. So, and leave it right there. Hey, it's all you take charge, and it's like take control of that whole conversation. The person saying, I don't know. Nah, don't even waste your time. They're not looking.
Hey.
They're looking. Move on to the next. So that's how it is. Contact and contact. Want to have pretty much that Jay said, right? 15 now, all right. Half momentum, live play. So we got
riot.
So 15 contacts a week. That because you have to make 20 times. All right, that's the goal. So you have to not actually goals in the right period of time that you want to set. So yeah, that's pretty much it right there. And last, I'll close saying. To contact while you're out. Don't just go on to contact while you're out. When you're out there, just make it happen. Any opportunity you get, at church, contact, at school, contact, at work, make sure, but still contact. All right.
Awesome.
Awesome. Give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, do we have any new people tonight?
Tallahassee.
Any new people?
Introduce yourself. Yeah. Well, new, not just new, but so yeah, no new persons. No sense. I just say no new people.
All right, so we're going to hop into the activity log. Let's start with Tallahassee.
Activity report, guys.
All
right. One there.
All right. All right, guys. See you again. Just a quick activity report. I remember a couple of weeks back I mentioned that I saw my double X and I let him use it for I let him use it for like maybe a week, and then he jumped on it immediately. So he's been using it for maybe, I want to say, a couple of months. But now, since it's been working so good for him, he recommended that his friend also jumps on it.
Wow.
So she just recently got the women's pack, and she has a lot of allergic reactions. But she's been taking a week so far, so good.
Wow.
Women's pack is going good. So I just say that what I was by just having your products out and just letting people see them, that you could just gain like free customers without even working hard. So that's just a quick tip there that I developed a new customer.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Roger and I done up notes together, I think. I'm trying the activity. I'll go while he's notes together. So we come back because hi, Celia Wilson, proudly sponsored the University. Come back, and Gonzalez. And then sponsored the business, of course, by awesome Sapphire in a big way. And I'm very excited to the fire running team that they have going. Boom, ching, boom, ching. So a lot of going on all over the place. Hence, we have the notes now for activity report, right? I'll start with Jacksonville. Really, those champions. I think Shaibu just scored, and I'll probably let him talk about his. He has an MVP on Wednesday, so doing things. I think Kenneth came out this past weekend and worked with some contact over the past few weeks. we've been doing some training on their napkin plan, right? Get to fine tune their napkin plan. And one of the things that we've been doing here, somebody's been doing, is making sure that the Kumar questions work for you, right? You've noticed when the Kumar questions are done effectively, you get quality in the process or into whatever process you're doing with your upline. If we are asking questions like, what's your ambition level? And that person says, I'm a 10, and then we don't ask second question, just check what that 10 looks like to them. I can say I'm ambitious, but yet every other day I'm not pursuing my dreams, right? I'm not actively researching to get where I say I probably am not a 10. In my head, I'm a 10, but probably in real life, I'm a 6, right? And sometimes talk is very cheap. So we're trying our best to weed out, not weed out, but just find quality people to move through and move forward with, making sure it's the right people, right? Back to what Sanjeev talked about, it's easier to instead of trying to drag 20, just write 1, right? So so that's what we're working on. One of the things I'm working with Jacksonville team is what are the results you're looking for from the questions you're asking? What are you listening for? What does right sound? And if no right's like, hopefully you are it, right? As you are becoming core, you know what core looks like, or somebody who has the tendency to become core when they come on board. You know, what does that look like? So we've been doing some great work there. Shaibu has a wicked napkin plan. I saw a lot of Adama's one today, a little bit of it today, and of course, you know, we have scheduled. We're gonna be working with Christina and Ali, most likely next week Sunday. So very excited by that, and then that's Jacksonville. The other thing that we're doing here locally here in Tallahassee is making sure we help people fast track properly, right? We had quite a great number of signups in the beginning of this month, which is where we're supposed to be, right? And we're working to do one-on-one mini geos. Like for instance, Jarvis got started. He has a significant family, a large amount of family members in Dallas. So we want to with and of course Nadia to see how best we can go to Dallas month of March, because the month of February was just too quick to do that. But we still wanted to help this volume together, right? We want people to make money, man. Make money, be happy. Oh, yeah. So in that, he had some very sharp aunts and grandmother, right? She right on the spot, we did a mini grand where we took her to the website, asked her, is there anything in her life that she wants to see improved or save me on? And she went through the products. Very sharp cookie, you know, grandmother is very sharp cookie. She bought on the spot, on the spot, she bought the GNA right away, 35 PV. Right, and then we have a couple other customers for him before in the end of the month, which is from there or something like that. So the idea is that to don't sleep on money. Don't sleep on money. Customer volume is very sexy. Yeah, very awesome. So we just need to work it. And the other thing we're doing, so we're trying in lieu of big openings, because sometimes we're finding it challenging to find location, timeline, thing like that. So we don't want to lose momentum, as Roderick said. We'll get their money in. And now on our personal vibes, I had 2 guests. I won the Eagle. It's probably 10 years since I won the Eagle. I know that Roderick and me hunting me. I got it time. I'm very excited. And then, so those guys are going through the process with us now to get them started as personals. Then I am also working with the other guys that we got sponsored. Destiny, Joseph, and fast tracking all of them as well. Right now, Mark like smaller than his schoolwork, so he's this month, but I was like, no problem, do what you gotta do. But right now I have meetings booked with Destiny and Joseph to get them by the end of this month. So very excited by that. So and then Stacy's business, but all of those guys were in Stacy's business as well. And then another personal to Stacy, her name is Miss Powell. We've been doing a tag team, life team, everything going on there. She's like, Celia, I need to get this thing done. When do you have free again? I told her Wednesday, we're going to leave this Wednesday coming. So she's on the calendar for us to start working back with again. So then another thing that we're doing is make sure we do kit walkthroughs with people so that they understand the power of the kit that they have, right? They understand and they get a chance to ask us questions when we get started. So I have those booked this as well for my personal business as well. So very happening. I'm pretty sure it's things, yeah. But pretty sure Roger will catch up. Yeah. All right. Okay, that was for me. Yes. All right. Yes.
Hi again. Awesome. Really happy here for sure. I guess I'll start with the first leg, Malik's leg. Malik actually connects me with this guy. He say, hey, a guy by the name of Derek. Definitely a sharp guy here who saw the opportunity already, and we're actually coming to the plan for him to get started. Well, next month. Well, is it end this month? Yes.
Right.
So we'll be getting started now. But we already started working depth, of course, in the organization and in organization. Wow. This and already have showed one after him already. Green light, of course, showing another one for him tomorrow and sometime also this week. So a lot of sharp people on this list. That's a good thing for sure. And he's also going out to be able to reach more folks. So he relied. He said he knows people, but when we look at his phone, it wasn't that much numbers. He's like, shoot, people, but I don't got a lot of people number. So he's like, you know what? I gotta go and actually get that number. Now he was for but reason for it. So he's definitely out there on the hunt making that happen. We'll be connecting tomorrow for that. Next person is Jarvis. All right, Jarvis. You guys are familiar with Jarvis. You're actually working with him as well. As a young man of Jalea business. I've been working on. He's pretty much getting started with a game plan for the grand opening. I really grand opening to help her get started in the business as well. That's going great. Her with her family, going to family's house to show, basically showing our products and letting them support her. Of course, to be a business owner. The next thing, of course, great guy here, Matedrick, working along with Matedrick as well. Another plan. This is Matedrick actually say, hey, he likes and people actually go out and sell them in bottles. So pretty much, just a bunch of excess and all that good stuff. Being able to raise the fund so we can be able to get started as well. As well. I actually connected with William. Was it last week?
Yeah, William is here.
Yeah. William actually committed to start 20 plants a month.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, William, you come up and say that. He's actually
he's coming up. He's coming up.
I haven't really I went anywhere. I was staying with these guys. Just committed 20 plans a month.
Tell them what.
Okay, I want to grow my business just the extra $4 a month. So I came on here. Just the shopper out. But I definitely like this summer I might go study abroad in Germany so I get my business going in the market before I head out in the summer. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Last, I got also show the plan to personal. Yes.
Hey, look at you.
Side going on. And this guy, crazy thing, I contacted this guy, right? I just driving in my car, passing the family, passing the business building. So this guy has nice suit, and he just crossed the street a lot of pedestrians. Hey, you business student? He's smiling. He's this guy. He say, "What's up? You checking me out or what?" Yeah. He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Come here, man. Let's talk."
Oh,
I just walk up my car and I say, "Hey, give me a call." He's like, I actually told him I got into the details of call. I was like, "Hey, I do own business, shop to expand with." He call and we'll see from there. 2 days later, he called me quick. Like, okay. Yeah, he said, hey, he looking, man. He want to know this is a guy, talk to. Because I was on the road. I couldn't create no conversation. And light was on green. He called. Yeah. So, and it turns out that's that. He pretty much, he he is studying, right? And he's from Bethlehem.
In Jerusalem?
Right? Yes.
Do it, Joe.
Yeah, and he's in Jordan. You know, where the River Jordan.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is, his family. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Crispy Chicken, some kind of big company, but it's a family business. He actually runs that business. So I was like, wow, business-minded. And I was like, wow, yeah, very sharp guy, speaks probably 2-3 languages.
Nice.
You know, so I showed him the opportunity. When I showed him the twist tube demo, he couldn't believe it. He's like, shucks. I can't say the word here. So he's like, yeah. So he's like connecting him next week because he also does a lot of taxes. You know, it's tax season. He's swamped out for this whole week.
Wow, beautiful.
This Saturday, we'll be connecting. You know, so we talk more and
beautiful.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Hey, Roderick, get what your bad self, boy. Cheese on bread. Cheese on bread. Yes, man. Anybody else? In Tali, wanna say some good stuff with that? If you wanna say anything, you good if you do. No problem. All right, then. Poor thing. Okay, Boris. All right, we're good here in Tali. Anywhere else?
Yes.
Shamu.
Okay.
Oh, go Virginia. Large up thyself.
Virginia. I think Virginia.
Go ahead, Virginia.
Yes.
Yes. You wanted to say something? You wanted to do your thing?
Yeah, I wanted to do my thing. One of the things that, of course, yes, I want to do my thing. You just did your thing, so I gotta do my thing. She always on me like that. I don't know. She's so hard on me, Nadia. I'm so tired of her. I can't believe that, you know, it's too much. I may move to Georgia now. God. But yeah, one of the things. Okay, so one of the things that for those few days is Rodney, we did some follow up, and Moreland, those people are not ready to start yet, but they are interested definitely in the opportunity. But again, I have showed the plan, the SCP that I show with Roderick in presence is just like I have some few how can I say that, some few improvement that I have to do when I show the plan. So right now I'm running with Sile on those things to make sure that I have the right mindset and the right attitude and posture so that I have more results. At the end of the day, nobody can argue with results. So that's about it. And Sile asked me to kind of hold off until I have those things together so that I don't waste time and of course, and not be able to get to the goal, because is easily you can easily get distracted or not focused on the right people. So to do so, you just have to get yourself you ready, in the sense that your mind is on the right place. So but the best thing that I was very excited about is the customer vibe. So I was able to sell some excess and of course some artistry to few of some people actually that I met during an event from the office. And actually what I did is I was just being we were at an event, and I have a middle-aged guy who was actually eating, and I realized that there was no bottle of water to, when he was eating. So I asked if he wanted some bottle of water, and he said yes. And then when I brought the water to him, he was very excited, like, that's very thoughtful of you. And then we started talking, number was exchanged, and then that's PV right there. So very, very excited. I'm sorry?
You say we need the connecting dots on how the PV happened. What did you say?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Sile. Oh, everybody understood, except you.
Oh my God. Okay.
So again, that's pretty much so. And at the at the working where I work, I have actually one of my colleague who got the cranberry excess that I got it to be able to kind of market that within the department. But when I start talking to her, she said that she loved cranberry juice, and I said, you know what? And she has a very the immune system that she has. She gets very very easily tired. So I say, we have things in the business. So if, especially excess, Rojola is one of the best products, and you can try it. If you like it, that's fine. If you don't, you can just return. The thing is 180 days money back guarantee. So you have nothing to lose. And she went on and bought the Cambridge's excess. So that's pretty much for me. So I'm pushing it with the PV, and so that's a good news for me.
Awesome. Great job, Kenya. Absolutely awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome job.
Okay.
Jonathan or Jadisa? Or Shaibu?
Yeah, I'm right here.
What you?
Hey, hello everybody. I'm really much glad about what I'm hearing and then what I've heard. But before I start with everything, I would like to say a big thank you to Sile and then Mr. Kenneth. I mean, they have done things that are impacted in us towards this business positively. Sile has been coming here for the past few weeks, trying to teach us the plan, and then by grace we are catching up, and then I'm really proud of that. Kamta was here. Mr. Kenneth was here last week, and then we went and visit him, me, Adama, and Ali. And then the most surprising part was we spent less than 20 minutes with him, and then the number of people we contacted, I was surprised. And that was when I got to realize that it's not about spending your whole time in it, but the little time you put in it, and then your ability to get in touch with people is the most important thing. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to experience how he showed a plan to one person, which was a great opportunity for us. As I might say, it was a great opportunity to see how everything went on from the beginning to the end. I also got the opportunity, he pushed me. I got the opportunity to contact few people, and then fortunately we had we're supposed to have two persons who wanted to know the plan. Luckily for us, one person is interested to know the plan, but unfortunately for us, we realized that one person is not qualified, based on the chat we had few days. And then that doesn't bother me. What makes me happy is that we Jacksonville team are getting much exposed to this whole business thing, which is a plus for us, and then a kind of motivation, and then making us realize that we can do it. And there is a saying that winners never quit, and then quitters never win, which is very true. And that shows that we can do it, and then we are really ready to do it, and then we'll be doing it pretty soon. I think this is very, very, very important, and then a very excited thing. I just can't say much, but a very big thank you to the whole team. Because looking at this world, I just ask myself, there is nobody who will come out wanting you to succeed, spending their time and energy just for your success. And they are doing it, which is something we have to appreciate and then do our part. And we're actually doing it. Wednesday, we have somebody we're going to be showing the plan to on Wednesday, which is actually my first professional plan I'll be showing. I've shown there several plans, but those plans I've realized that I didn't show it the right way I should have done. But I will like to say this is my first professional plan I'm about to say, and then I'm hoping for the good news to come out of it. With nothing much to say, Alma, do you have anything to say? Okay, I would like to say a big thank you again, once again, everybody. That's it.
Good job, Taji.
Awesome.
Nice.
Johnny, where's mom? I didn't even notice.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Karen. Okay, so if you guys are done, we'll come to Atlanta.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jonathan, go right ahead.
Yeah, so Jonathan Smith, proud sponsored by Celia Wilson, to Kenneth Drake, Andrew Gonzalez, to Country 90 Prasad, to Sandy Vishana Sahai. So I'll be real quick. So this past weekend, well, past couple days, went down to Orlando to see me and Rod's, one of our good friends from college, getting married to one of our other friends actually, and going down there, we had a lot of fun. It was good seeing everybody. Coming back, actually, on the plane ride, well, on the two trips, two planes I had to take. Met a guy. He was coming from Atlanta, moving to DC. We talked, had a good conversation. Got his number. Didn't really drop the message. Really, I was just wasn't even thinking. I was just having a good conversation, talking, and we really vibe with each other. Gonna talk to him more, see where his head's at, and then drop the messages. Then, also a couple weeks did the same thing. Went to Walmart, bought a couple of things. Talked to a guy. He's actually studied computer science, getting his master's in computer science. Works for a contracting company, Raytheon. Talked to him, got his number, and doing the same thing. Just getting a feel, getting a feel how his mind is, and then yeah, just keep doing that. And as Rod said, he did use a lot of my products while we are down there. I'm almost out of body milk of my travel kit, but it's all right, and yeah, funny story. One of our friends that we met up with down there, just real quickly, one of our friends we met up with down there, since college, he was so the bride, Jasmine, one of our friends, she Rod mentioned that we were doing our business, or that we were gonna get on the call with Sanjeev, and she was like, "Oh, you still doing the business?" And we both like, "Yeah." And then our friend was like, "Yeah, they hard in that business, man. Every time I see them, they either popping pills or drinking excess and using all this stuff." And we just looked at each other. We were like, "Yeah." So, so like, just using your products in front of friends, whether or not they want to use them. Actually, I think Rod, Jazz, one of our friends, she said she probably wanted to get some more products. I think just from hearing that, but just use your products and in front of friends, whether or not they're in the business or your contacts or whatever. Once they keep seeing you using these products, they something's gonna start to spark, and eventually they may not get in this, but they may buy stuff from you or whatever. So just using your products, being your own best customer, it really does help. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Good stuff.
Anybody else? All right, so we'll come here to Atlanta. Go, Miss Karen.
Hi, everybody. It's Carol Anthony.
Hey. Hi.
Carol Anthony here, sponsored by Tanya in Miami, to Soleil in Tallahassee, to Kenneth Drake and Andrea Gonzalez here, to Nadia and Kamta Prasad here, to Sanjeev and Shana Saha. Okay. So I had a grand opening Saturday with Kirsten. She was kind of nervous at first because the people that she had invited, they were saying they couldn't come or something came up. Anyway, we was like, no, we're gonna still have the grand opening. Like, your family and friends that are around you, they haven't seen what you're into right now. So we had it and it was great. Her mom just found out that she She's diabetic. So I was talking to her and I was telling her some of the stuff that I was doing and showing her the glucose health, the slimmetry, she needs everything that I'm on right now. And we talked for a long time. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. Like the grand opening was already over. We already packed up and we were still talking. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just talking like we got somewhere else to go. So we had to leave. But anyway, when I got back home, I text Kirsten to see, did her mom want to make a purchase, blah, blah, blah. She was like, girl, she's still going through the catalog. She's marking everything down that you said. And the laundry, the LOS, that we had the bundle there. And she want to get the bundle. She wants to get supplements. Oh, and the excess, oh my God. We cracked it open for them to try, the little cups. We had the little cups and let them try. And I told her that strawberry is the business. You drink one of them strawberries and take one of the popcorn packs, and you good for the morning, and it helps you lose weight. I told her I was doing it for 3 months, and I lost 44 pounds. I hate I didn't have my pictures with me, but she was like, I believe you, because you wouldn't say it like that if you didn't, if you didn't mean it. So I told her that, and I showed her everything that I was doing, and she wrote all that stuff down. So her grand opening was great. We're gonna do another one. Oh, and we're doing probably a beauty break next month, because that was just her grand opening. We didn't do everything, So after they saw the glosses and the stuff for their face, we're gonna do a beauty break probably next month, March. Yeah, March. And I left value pack of the excess to. I have a mailbox at a UPS store, and it's a couple of young girls that work there. They work all the time, and 2 of them, they go to school full time as well. So they're going to be ordering 2 variety packs and 2 strawberry boxes next month. And what else? I think that's it. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Talk about Dexter.
Oh yes. So I launched my friend, he's new IBO, Dexter Sharp.
Yay!
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Did a lot of STPs. Once I launched him, I was like literally on fire, just STP after STP. And what I've learned is that everybody's just not for the business. Sometimes we get so used to just getting that momentum, and they were kind of I guess like kind of people pleasing or whatever, just trying to save people, and we can't save everybody. People have to we have to save people that want to save themselves. Same with like sharing my story and dropping the message. I came from being kind of shy, kind of just and up to being upfront but polite still, and just actually gauging whether they have the right mindset or not. And if they don't have it, then hey, I move on. So when I see and hear a no, in my mind, I'm like next, so next person. You gotta, so I've just learned to just not try to save everybody. Like, it's okay. So I also believe that if anybody doesn't get in with me or anybody else, if they're a winner, they'll find a way in.
That's right.
Because it's all about timing.
Absolutely.
And I've been listening to a lot of Bill Hawkins, Dennis Nappi, basically about me and Greek One, just getting ready for the awesome process that we will be getting into. And just gearing up for that so I can help my quality people that will be bringing on to do the same.
Awesome.
All right, so I'm going to wrap it up. We have the ultimate couple going diamond, Kamti and Nadia Prasad.
I am Kenneth Drayton tonight.
Wow. That's so proud of you, girl.
Hey, you got short.
Thank you. I had to Reggie. He actually helped me out. But,
And we're gonna do our thing here now, okay?
But anyway, guys, we had actually a week. We were out of town. This is actually the first time that in a long time, I guess it's Thailand, that we were able to go together as a family for a whole week. For a whole week, we were in Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and of course wherever we were, Compton was dropping the message like crazy, getting numbers, and but basically just qualifying. And so when we sat into, I'm sure you guys all got to hear Sanjeev, but we sat into his the session there, and when he was talking about all the things and the posture and the meet and greet one, the BP1, BP2, and all that stuff, it seems a lot of like it was confusing initially, but when you take the time to study it, it is so much, it makes so much sense, because it seems like a longer process, and that's what Kamta and I were talking, but you're getting quality people and you're getting the right people. So that's more important. But my challenge to everybody is that we go out this coming month of March, and as he said, the first day of the month, can we set up a ditto delivery for at least 50 PV or 25, whatever. Just start a ditto profile and set up, get your PV on there for the first of the month. Because if we do it, every single one of us do it as leaders, that's what your team is going to follow. That will be the culture in your business. And I believe that, when Dave was talking about, these diamonds go diamond on the first day of the month, as you start to grow in your business, that's what you want. You want to be platinum, emerald, diamond in the first week or first day of the month. And that the only reason that will happen is by you starting to exercise those ditto profiles for yourself and as for all the new people that are getting on board. I like the new process because it's not only get the volume according to everything else that you're doing, but it also gives them the right mindset, and you set up the profile with them right there and then. And, you just keep adding to it where they get that 150 if they're single, 300 if they're a couple. Because guys, we can work really hard in this business and do a lot. Without volume, you don't get paid. So it's just that simple. So get good at setting up those ditto profiles. Even if you have customers that you have not, or you service here and there, get back in touch with them. See if you can give them some more samples, ask them how they like the product, and see if you can sit down back with your customers and set them up on ditto. Whichever product they like, set them up on the ditto for that product. And so get good at that. Get good at creating those profiles. You want nice, fat, juicy profiles, obviously, but initially you take whatever you can get. People, they'll spend the money anyways. So whatever they're gonna spend, get that money concentrated, at the beginning of the month, or for just work with people and see what's best for them. But I like the fact that you can set up those profiles because your volume will always be predictable. You're not going to be up and down and yo this month, yo what happened next month, so you have your volume coming very constant when you have those little things. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I know Sanjeev talked about it, and I sent it out, was those 30, 90, and 120-day core run, that the sheets that he had, and I emailed it to everybody. Start doing that, guys. When you do those, just like Angelo Nardoni, Claudia was talking about, she says, when you start the core run, you would think to yourself, have you been reading? Or have you been listening? Because honestly, the core run keeps you very, it keeps you very disciplined. So it starts with you. It starts with each and every one of us. Keep your own log. If you're a spouse, husband, wife, do your own logging, and so that you can track your progress. And what got me really excited about the whole process, all that stuff was really good. But what really got me excited was when they said Trevor Baker went from in 3 years, he went from a ruby to a double founder's double diamond. Guys, they said the only person that's ever done that was Bill Britt. I got really that right there. I was like, whatever this process is, I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna study it, because if you want that kind of growth in your business, if you want that kind of fast growth, but more importantly steady growth, then you need to sit down, be a student of it, listen to the CDs, all the CDs and the books that they recommended, and get excited, because I feel that this is, like Sanjeev said to me, he says, Nadia, I believe this was the missing puzzle from all the things that we've been doing. I think this is it. So let's get really serious about studying the process, and more important, be as Kanta will talk more about, be original to it. Basically, don't be robotic and do just be original and put your personality into everything that you do. But here's my awesome husband.
Awesome. I met, Nadia and I went this weekend to meet with our mentor and coach Sanjeev in Fort Lauderdale. And what I'm excited about is seeing Sanjeev excitement. Because I know my sponsor, when he gets excited, he leads them in front, and we will see the results. And like Virginia said, at the end of the day, results is what counts, And we couldn't have done the process before because it was originated from another team. And we have to wait until our diamond says, well, this is what we're going to be doing. And so I know some people were on the video, the conference there with Sanjeev. There's a lot of information. We're going to put it all together for the team. Like Nadia said and Sanjeev said, we need to study it. We need to be prepared. We need to get a lot of the books. We need to listen to all the streaming, study it, and perfect it. And like you said, other people have great results with it. We should get the same type of results, or at least we must get better results, So we're going to put together everything that Sanjeev talked about and get it out to the leaders. In fact, maybe next weekend, some of the leaders from Tallahassee probably can come down here that we can work together with it. Since Kenneth is going to be back, we can do that, We'll talk about that. But also the core runs, I need to get everybody, all the core IDOs to start with their 30-day core run. Come March, everybody should be doing that. And, filling it out. Also, another thing Sanjeev spoke about, that there is a lot of money there that is expendable money that we have, but you need to have a log of what you're spending your money on for the next 2 weeks. So that you have, you'll be amazed to find out how much money you have that you'll be spending on things that is not necessary right now, that you can actually put into your business that's going to give you a better return. So that's it from here now. But like I said, we're going to be putting together all the, excuse me, all the.
I'm getting all the slides.
Yeah, all the slides. Yeah, all the information, and we're going to streamline it for our team. Okay.
Awesome.
So, that's it. That's it, guys. Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Everybody get into your phone team, guys, and make some calls.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it, Crown.
Good night.
Good night. Sounds good.
Good night.
I'm so bad.
You guys can say bye. Yeah. Yes. We say bye. What? Bye.
See you later and talk to you later.
Okay.
Not bye.
See you later. I'm not getting school from everybody. I stop praying.
It's okay, Sila.
Thank you.
I got you.
These man, I'm playing. All right, toodles.
See ya.
And then we got to start that.
Oh shoot! Podcast.